Alright, why don't you state who you are and what you do in horticulture? What is your job?
My name is John Vander Meide. Um, I've been management position in several horticulture operations, one in Leeds, Utah, uh, one in Portland, Oregon, one in Amity, Oregon, and I've also did some private entrepreneuring with greenhouses on my farm.
And what do you currently grow?
Currently, I'm not growing anything because of my retirement age.
What about your grapes down in your greenhouse?
I do propagate grape starts for the vineyard, and that's about the extent of what I'm growing at present.
What is your job day to day in running the farm and growing a few starts?
Historically, my job was organizing labor forces, doing time studies to determine the piece rate on transplanting bedding plants, soil mixes, marketing, all different aspects of landscape management and installing bedding plants and so forth. At present, that I'm only propagating the grape starts, digging them up in the nursery. That's it.
What's your educational background?
I have a bachelor's degree in microbiology. I have postgraduate studies in tissue culture and horticultural related things. I have an extensive library of horticulture books that I use for references. That's it.
Was horticulture a career that you went to school to learn a lot, or pretty much got put in through experience?
I got fascinated with growing beautiful flowers. I was inspired when I got married to my wife, who took me to the Butchert Gardens and showed me the beauty of all the flowers. And since that time, I've self-educated myself. I've grown fuchsias, I've grown bedding plants, I've grown trees, I've grown many types of horticulture plants for landscaping, and most of it is self-taught with an extensive library. I buy all the horticulture books on propagation, on trees, on bedding plants. I have all the catalogs from all the seed companies. I used to buy $3,000 or $4,000 worth of seeds for the bedding plant operation in Amity, and so most of it is self-educated because I was inspired by the beauty and the good feelings you get in the horticulture industry.
Did you have any other agricultural background growing up, or is it pretty much something that you learned?
No, I used to manage large farms in southern Utah. I propagated 100,000 Thompson seedless grapes for the raisin industry. Lost that farm and came to Oregon, started over again, and my agricultural experiences equal the horticultural experiences.
What's the best thing about what you do?
The pleasure derived from growing plants to perfection, using all the resources of the knowledge that is in the books that other people have tried, fertilizer injection, soil mixes, slow release fertilizers, pest control, all the things related to horticulture give you the pleasures.
What are some of the biggest challenges with doing what you do?
Marketing is the biggest challenge. Setting up a nursery with proper layout so that the workflow is efficient. Usually, if you walk into another person's operation, if you, like when I'm in a management position, I have to make the decisions to improve on the flow from propagation to delivery to the market, and the biggest challenge is the short window that each crop presents to the marketplace. Bedding plants and flowers only have a 2 or 3 week window of bloom before they go into seed production. Therefore, anticipating where the plants are going to be marketed and when, if they're going, like if trees are going to be sold bare root, they have a longer window. If you're going to sell ornamental plants like fuchsia baskets or coleus baskets, the window is usually about a month long, and so you have to have the market set up in mind and ready to go when your crop is in its prime.
If you could do anything, what would it be?
I would set up a tissue culture operation propagating high-value crops or high-value ornamental plants and do it in a mass production scale. The tissue culture gives you the clone and the speed that you need to propagate for market opportunities.
Do you have any other advice for someone who might be interested in your field?
Start with a plan. Start with good financing. Make sure that you have the proper equipment to take the plant from beginning to market. You have the delivery system, the trucks available before you begin any operation in horticulture.
All right, thank you for your time. This is John Vander Meide, my dad and horticulturist.